foreign investors to come and invest in the Dubai market. And these policies are the golden visa that are providing, taxation policies, they reduced, so it actually attracted so many investors to come in and buy property. Later on, 2021, we saw the market actually getting better, even in terms of price points. There's an increase in the price points of the residential market. 2022, we saw a 40% increase as well in the price points. So you can see the level of capital appreciation all this clientele who bought even way earlier achieving in the Dubai market. And then even in 2023, we saw in the first quarter, they sold 29,000 units in the residential sector, which was like around 52.4% in terms of increase in the sales. That shows you how much people are actually now also investing in the Dubai market. Yeah. Okay, so you can see on the screen just some of the factors which are affecting growth of real estate in Dubai. And one of the key factors is the government policies, like I mentioned before. In terms of the visas they're offering the foreigners. Again, in the taxation policies, they reduced the taxation for the foreigners who are buying property in the in the Dubai market. Again, economic diversification. We saw that they were moving away from the oil sector, coming into technology and other sectors like finance and tourism. Again, lastly, the investor confidence. I think you've seen in the Dubai market, people have confidence in that market. The Dubai market, and people are investing a lot, okay? So you can see on the screen, that's the master plan of VERDANA, okay? VERDANA is located in premier destination for commercial, residential, and industrial development. Dubai Investment Park is in Jebel Ali, which is close to the Al Maktoum International Airport. Again, it's close to major iconic or landmarks buildings like the Burj Al Arab, Burj Khalifa. Again, in terms of shopping malls, we have Al Basha Mall, Mall of the Emirates. It's also like an 80-minute drive to Dubai Marina. Also close to the Global Village. So again, it's well centered in terms of location. So this is a really, really good development which is placed in a strategic location. I think you can see on the screen all these landmarks I was mentioning. I think you can also pinpoint to where VERDANA is. Okay, so in terms of the project details, this offers contemporary high-end residential apartments. So we have apartments and townhouses. And again, this particular development is suited for both, housing and investment solutions. Again, what we're providing here at VERDANA is quite unique from other developments. And you'll see later as I explain further. Next. Okay, so when it comes to amenities, we're offering exceptional amenities for this particular development. It's not just about home ownership. We want all the investors or people who are living here to actually enjoy this particular development and the area that they're in. And one of the key amenities you'll note is there are private parkings for each of the units. Again, there's a pool, there's a large swimming pool, and there's also a pool for the kids. There's also a kids play area, so that's also segregated for the kids. We have a fully equipped gym as well. There's a clubhouse whereby you can sit and relax even after long days of work. In terms of greenery, the area is well landscaped. We have shaded sitting areas, barbecue stations, and masjid. So in terms of amenities, that's what you'll get for VERDANA. When it comes to the unit features, most of the units have private balconies. They're built-in wardrobes, fully integrated wardrobes in the bedroom. As well, they have laundry and maid rooms in some of the townhouses. Double height living room, again, in some of the townhouses. Sky roof, private swimming pools, also in some of the townhouses, the 4-bed townhouses. Kitchen cabinets and countertops, fully tiled bathrooms, double glazed windows, important, helps in the noise reduction. Air conditioning in all of the units, be it the apartments or the townhouses. And of course, the vanity units and mirrors which are offered there. Okay, in terms of the unit mix, we have 293 townhouses and 392 apartments. Okay. Okay, so the sizes are ranging from 33.74 for the studio, one bedroom from 63 square meters, two bedrooms from 99, three bedrooms from 158, and the four bed from 167. So you can see the sizes that we're offering for these particular units are quite huge. Okay. When it comes to the townhouses, two bedrooms are starting from 159 square meters, three beds from 226, and four beds from 301 square meters. So these are very good sizes that we're providing for these different topography of units. Now, what sort of investment in terms of money are you looking at? Okay, so the price points for the apartments, like for the studios, they start from 135,000 US dollars. The one beds from 197,000 US dollars, two beds from 298 US dollars, and three bedrooms from 368,000 US dollars. So the prices are in dirhams, but I just converted them in US dollars. But we are charging them in dirhams. Townhouse prices are from 449,000 US dollars, three beds from 536,000 US dollars, and the four bedrooms from 613,000 US dollars. So you can see the price point quite competitive, even if you compare with the other developers or developments in the Dubai market. We are providing quite competitive pricing. Okay, in terms of your return, you're looking at an average rental yield of around 12%, which is really good, way above the average market yield, which is around 8%. So this particular development will give you good return for your money that you put in. Again, in terms of capital appreciation, you're looking at around 20 to 40%. So you stand to gain quite a lot even before we start renting out these apartments. Again, we have different payment plans. For people who want to pay cash, we have an amazing offer of 40% off for cash buyers. Okay, this particular development will kickstart in terms of construction first quarter next year, and in 3 years it will be handed over. Okay, so again, we have different payment plans just to suit your different financial needs. So probably we can sit down and discuss one-on-one basis. I think that was it. That was just a brief about Verdana. So thank you so much for listening. I'll share more information once we interact this evening. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Askin Jumba. I think up next, I would like to invite the directors of Reportage Properties, our CEO, for a media photo. So please, our CEO, our chairman, and our directors and our marketing directors, our sales director, please come forward for a media photo.
Chairman, the lady should come in the center. Yeah? Lady must be in the center. Okay.
Receiver.
Thank you very much. The media, I'd like to invite you one by one. If you have any questions for any of those individuals, you can have an exclusive. I just want to thank you all for coming. I think that was the formal introduction. Up next, I just want the media to thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. To do the legal guide to
Oh, you'll hold it, okay. That's good.
So apa iko sasa? Asonge. Oh, hivi. Correct. What's up? Mimi niko sawa. Kila mtu mwingine ako sawa.
Whenever you guys are ready,
We are ready. Mko ready?
action.
Okay. Maybe you introduce yourself and then maybe you tell us what exactly was happening today.
Okay, so my name is Eskin Jumba. I'm the sales director for. Okay. My name is Eskin Jumba. I'm the sales director at Shri Sati and Sankap Developers, and today we were launching Verdana. This is a development in the Dubai market, and this was our first launch in the Kenyan market, introducing the product and the development to the prospects and potential buyers who want to buy or invest in Dubai.
Okay, so what do you say about real estate sector in Kenya compared to maybe other countries?
Okay, so the real estate industry in Kenya, I think, is doing quite well. But again, in terms of diversification of real estate investment, we have some potential buyers who want to also put in their money or invest in real estate in the Dubai market. So even the Dubai market, we've seen some sort of resurgence in the uptake of foreigners buying property in Dubai, and that's why we're also, pitching this product to our Kenyans who would want to invest in the Dubai market.
what are some of the biggest challenges that maybe investors in Kenya face in the real estate sector? Maybe?
Okay, so I'd say some of the challenges that probably Kenyans face would be in terms of finance. That's why you're seeing so many Kenyans now buying off-plan projects, because again, you have a payment plan. You're able to pay over a period of time, as opposed to taking up a finance. And we've seen, even in terms of the mortgages, it's quite expensive nowadays. So people now opting into buying off-plan projects.
What about on the side of the investors?
For the investor side, if you're well equipped with financial resources, then again, you're able to start and complete your project in time. But again, the challenge is if you're relying on the deposits for the people who are buying into the property, then at times we've seen some developers at times get stuck and they're not able to deliver on time or actually even finish up the project.
Maybe from your assessment of the Kenyan market, so what hole is maybe this development going to fill?
Which development?
The one that's coming up for that you're developing for the high-end residentials.
Okay, in the Kenyan market, we launched the first development in February. We did the launch at the Kempinski Hotel. We had quite a phenomenal turnout, around 300 people. I think we even sold 40 units on the night. At the moment, we've sold around 80% of the building. We've started the construction or groundbreaking actually this week, and we should deliver this project in 36 months, which is 3 years. So again, we strive to actually make sure we offer our investors a good product, that they will get a good value out of it in terms of their return, and also in terms of the design, the finishes, the layout, the exceptional amenities that we are offering. It's just going to be a tremendous development that we're offering in the Kenyan market.
Okay, are they fully designed, or maybe the owners have their own preferences?
Are they fully?
Is it an already planned development, or the owners have their preferences that you will take into account when you're doing the construction?
Okay, so you see, we already have the designs. They've seen the designs, they've seen the different layouts. In terms of typography, it's studios, 1 and 2 bedrooms. But again, the advantages of buying off-plan is a customer is able to make some changes in their design. If probably you want a closed kitchen or an open-plan kitchen, these are changes that we're able to accommodate for the different people that to suit their different needs.
And what is the payment period?
Okay, so the payment period is 3 years. So first of all, you start with a 15% deposit when you're reserving the unit. Then you pay another 15% when you are signing the sale agreement. Then 50% you will pay over a period of 30 months, which is 2.5 years. So that's 80%. And then when we're handing over the project to the client, you pay the balance of 20%. So that makes it 100%. But we have some clients who are paying cash, and they get a good amount of discount for that. So different clients have different payment schedules. Anything else?
You don't mind.
My number. You
No, just
Chukua. Huh?
It's ringing.
Yeah, I'm doing interviews with the media. I'm here inside. Just give me like, just come in. I'm here at the grounds. Ukichukua uzungushe pia uchukue nao.
Najaribu kuchukua different angles pia.
Sawa.
kindly move this side a bit. We will look at Wakaba.
I look at you.
Yes.
Okay.
Niweke mic nione. Songe karibu na mkono.
So you need to do a lot of work in this case so they understand the product is in Dubai, but you have a lot of stuff here in the pipeline. Because I can hear that those are the questions they ask.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think they were listening when the event
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they thought this development is in Nairobi. Okay. Well, I'll clarify to them.
Nyuma kidogo Wakaba.
No, me I'm okay.
Look at him, then we start that way. Are you good?
So thank you very much, sir, for
Just a minute. Yes. We are good. We're all.
So thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us. Please start by telling us your name, who you are, and what we are doing here today.
Okay, my name is SK Njumba. I'm the sales director for Shri, Satya and Suncap Developers. And today we were launching our development Verdana, which is in Dubai Investment Park. So we were actually launching this product in Kenya, but it's in Dubai because we have so many Kenyans who want to diversify their real estate investment portfolio, and they also want to buy a few properties in the Dubai market.
Yes.
That's why we are launching this development today.
We've seen instances in the past where people have to physically cut money in that direction, or have to go and go through the hard work of having to identify properties themselves. The regulatory aspect is also difficult to understand. What challenge do you think this sort of development and the offering you have resolves for the sort of investor we are targeting?
You see, for any foreigner, before you invest into property, there are so many things you need to consider.
Yes.
First of all, which sort of developer or real estate agent you're actually dealing with, because they'll give you the insights for that particular market and the jurisdiction. They will tell you the best area to invest in. They will tell you the pros and cons. They will tell you in terms of taxation policies. They will tell you, the legality in terms of ownership. What ownership document will you get? So again, working with a company like SSS Developers and Reportage Properties, you bridge that gap. We're able to sit down, consult, and advise you on the best way in terms of you investing in the different markets we're in.
Often we see high net worth individuals in the Kenyan market and across East Africa struggling with contractors, struggling with kanjo, running around cutting cement and those sorts of things. It's tough.
Yeah.
What's the difference between this offering and having to go that route individually?
Okay, before you started in construction, you need to make sure your documentations are okay. Again, like you said, you've seen some few developers would want to cut corners, but again, it will put you into trouble. And again, you lose the confidence of the investors who are putting money into that particular development. So my advice is, even for us as a developer, we have to go through the right channel, make sure we have all the documentations in place, so that, again, we start the construction without any sort of issues. And that's what we've been doing here at SSS and even for Reportage Properties globally. We ensure that we have all our documentations in place before we even start doing the construction process.
I've seen jurisdictions like Tanzania where it's difficult to get full ownership of things, that sort of thing. So what sort of opportunity do properties like these offer people who are looking to diversify their risk, especially in view of the sort of challenges we have when we have things like elections? You see values go down, the stock market tanking. For a person who has a concentration problem, all your money is in one place. What sort of avenue does this offer to diversify?
Okay, so first of all, our Kenyan economy, it's really good in terms of real estate investment. Kenyan economy allows for foreigners to own property 100%. Nairobi being the hub of East Africa, we are having so many foreigners coming to buy property in the Kenyan market. But again, at the same time, we're also having Kenyans or other foreigners buying property in the Dubai market. And I said one of the reasons why the Dubai market is growing is the confidence that people are having in the Dubai market. Confidence in the sense that developers are able to start and deliver a project in a timely manner. So that gives you confidence as a person, especially if you're buying property for the first time. Investing in a market where you're sure that this project will be delivered. So again, it has cut that avenue and encouraged so many people to go to that market.
Let's talk about the regulatory aspect. Although you mentioned that before, one of the challenges with the various markets in Africa is that it can be really tough. When it comes to places like Dubai, you're able to predict what you're getting, you're able to know that reliably. You will not have a zoning problem later on, people saying this was supposed to be a river, those sorts of things, the sort of challenges we've seen here. Does that make it easier, better to invest there than the other options that we would have locally?
Okay, I'd say I support Kenya. I support my own as much as we also have presence there. Yeah. I believe the return on investment, it's better in Kenya. I'm not saying the Dubai market it's poor or bad. Like I mentioned, the average returns 8 to 12%, which is really, really good. So again, it's a matter of diversification. If you've already bought property here, then you have a chance and an opportunity to diversify. so that you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. And that's why I have so many investors now, after buying into the Kenyan market, they usually request or ask which other markets can we go into. And even for reported properties, like I mentioned, we're in 14 countries. So we have buyers from all over the world who are buying, in Uganda, in Rwanda, buying in Turkey, in Egypt. We're in so many countries. So it's just a matter of diversification. But all markets will give you a good return.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Let me ask, I suppose there was a feasibility study before you ventured into this. What's the difference in terms of a client who wants to invest in the same project here and also want to invest in Dubai? Is there a difference or is there a similarity? And what exactly are they looking for different? Probably even in the structural side of the unit itself compared to if they would want to invest locally.
I think for the investors, they usually first off buy in the Kenyan market. First of all, they buy in the Kenyan market, and then later on now they'd want to diversify into other markets. It will be very difficult for you, your first purchase, going straight into another country. So for the people or investors who are buying in other markets, it's because they've already bought here in Kenya. And probably they're looking for a holiday home. Probably Dubai might be their favorite holiday destination. Or probably they have family there. So there could be so many reasons why somebody would want to go into another market. But the main reason will be diversification of the real estate investment portfolio.
Will the units look similar to what they would have gotten when they were invested in Kenya?
Okay, so you see when it comes to designs, when it comes to quality and finishes, it's different from developer to developer. You can get a good developer in the Kenyan market who can do outstanding finishes. We have developers who import their finishes just like us. They're able to probably import their tiles from Spain or Italy. So they're able to produce a similar good product that they could have bought in Dubai, and we're able to make the similar product here in Kenya. So, but we have other developers, probably the finishes may not be as good as other developers. So it's a matter of where you're getting your finishes and what sort of quality are you offering. And that's why you see different apartments in the Kenyan market, the pricing is different because some developers opt to get better finishes. That's why their prices will be high, as opposed to other developers whose finishes may not match the quality of the other developers. So us at SSS Developers, we're going to give the best of the finishes, luxurious finishes. We're going to import all our finishes. So the product that we are coming up with, DG West, is going to be really, really good.
What sort of clientele are you targeting?
Okay, so for us, we're offering affordable luxury. Okay, so it's a luxurious apartment. Again, like I mentioned, it's best suited for both housing and investment solutions. So it's for any Kenyan who is able to afford it. I'm not able to pinpoint and say this is my target market because the buyers that we've been having it run across the board. So for me, I'd say is what are you getting out of it in terms of return? And I think that's obvious for any investor who's putting their money into something. If you're putting $1,000, $100,000, $1 million, it's not a matter of the capital injection. It's a matter of what return am I getting out of it. So the element of return on investment is very key for any investor. It's not a matter of how much is it. It's a matter of what return am I getting.
I like to get pronunciation.
Yeah, let me write for you. Okay, no problem.
Kapesa iko andikisha tu jina Dubai property. So this sorts out the minister with 21 million in cash problem. Spend it right here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tell
so
me.
for the DG West properties,
Yeah.
are you guys going to partner with local people for construction and stuff like that?
Okay, you see.
Kidogo like.
Okay.
Ama tuko sawa tuendelee.
Yeah? Yeah? It's okay. It's a microphone.
Oh, it is reverse.
Yeah.
Name is reverse.
Boy. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, so
I look at you.
no, look at the camera. So tell us, are you guys going to partner with local companies for your construction?
Oh, definitely. You know, at SSS Developers, even as a company policy, we have to promote locals. So again, even in terms of employment, we've employed quite a number of local people, as much as we also have other people working for us. Even in terms of the materials we're sourcing, again, we're also promoting the local market. So yeah, just to answer your question, yes, we'll be involving lots of the local market in terms of resources that we're getting for construction for this particular development.
And to that, how do you look at the luxury market in Kenya?
How do I?
The luxury market, the need for luxury homes in Kenya.
Okay, I think like I mentioned, different properties have different price points, and I think the price points will differ just based on the finishes that the developer is doing. And you know, there's a market for everything. You know, we have, for example, like we have studios for 4.55 million, and again, we have studios for 8 million. Again, developers who are offering high quality, luxurious finishes, of course, their product will be more pricey than as opposed to the ones who are using inferior sort of finishes. But again, I think at the end of it all, as an investor, what you need to look at is your return on investment, not the money that you put in on that particular development. What sort of return am I getting? Is it making a financial sense for me to put money into this particular development? Those are the questions I think an investor should ask themselves before they invest in property. Thank you, guys.
Ah, okay.